Hi everyone! For the past 4 years I have been working and studying from home. So in this video I would like to share 10 tips that help me to stay productive and achieve my goals. Tip number 1. Get ready for the day when you wake up. When studying or working at home, it can be very tempting to roll out of bed in the morning and just stay in your comfy PJs. However, from my own experience, I have noticed that if I spend time in the morning to get ready, as if I'm actually going out of the house to lectures or work, I'm much more productive during the day. Tip number 2. Follow your regular school or work schedule. There are a lot of things that can distract you at home, so it is crucial to have a set daily schedule in order to see any results. If you are taking online classes, build your schedule around the lectures. Use a calendar or a planner to write down your study or work schedule for the entire week and place it somewhere where you can see it while working or studying. If you don't have a planner, I have attached a free template that you can download in the description of this video. The template can be used to plan out your daily activities. Tip number 3. Write down your goals for the day. In addition to having a set schedule, it is important to set goals for each individual day that are specific to your studies or work. I like to limit my list to 3 most important goals or tasks per day, as over the years I found that it is an optimum number for me. It is small enough that I can accomplish the goals during the day, but not big enough to overwhelm me. You can determine your optimum number by observing how many goals or tasks on average you can complete per day without feeling stressed, but at the same time not giving yourself too much time to procrastinate. Tip number 4. Have a designated study or workspace. I think it goes without saying that to be productive, one must have appropriate space to work or study without distractions. While it is nice to have an office in the house, a designated study or workspace doesn't necessarily have to be a separate room. I often work in my bedroom or at the dining table depending on my mood during the day. The main requirement for your study or workspace is to have minimum distractions around you. Tip number 5. Use batching technique. Batching technique is a very effective way to maximize your time and boost your productivity. If you never heard of task batching, it is a technique where you group similar tasks and complete all of them during the same time period with no interruptions. For example, instead of replying to emails throughout the day, set a specific time slot on your schedule to go over all new emails in one sitting. I personally found that batching technique saves me a lot of time and keeps me focused on the task at hand. Tip number 6. Have a virtual study or work group. Studying or working from home gets very lonely and can feel like you are the only person sitting at home trying to be productive while the rest of the world is doing something fun. In reality, there are millions of people around the world that are trying to accomplish something great from their home office. If you are feeling isolated, join an online study group or run a study with me video on background as you're studying or working. It always motivates me to watch others accomplishing their goals and gives me a much needed boost of energy. Tip number 7. Give yourself breaks. When working at the office or studying full-time at school, you have breaks throughout the day. Same rules should apply when working or studying from home. Make sure to include several short breaks and one longer break into your daily schedule. Coming back to batching technique, I find it works great to have short breaks after each batch to clear the brain and get ready for the next task. Tip number 8. Prepare for online lectures and classes beforehand. If you're taking any online classes that have live presentations, make sure to prepare for each lecture beforehand like you would for a normal class. Go over slides if there are any, review the topic of the lecture so when you attend live class you have an idea of what the lecture is about and what you should be paying attention to. Tip number 9. Learn to love the process. Working or studying from home often feels like a groundhog day. One way to counteract that feeling is to learn to love the process. While I love seeing the end goal, like finishing an online class, getting an A, or completing a big project for work, over the years I learned to love day-to-day grind as well. The way to do that is basically convince your brain that you are awesome at what you are doing in the moment and that you are rocking at finishing the task. A self-mantra if you wish. Tip number 10. Don't forget to exercise. There are multiple scientific studies indicating that physical exercise is beneficial for your brain health. So even though you might be studying or working from home, it is important to include some exercise into your daily routine. I love doing yoga after I finish all tasks for the day to clear my mind and stretch the muscles after sitting in front of the computer. Bonus tip. If you are a parent of young children and have to study or work from home, forget everything I said previously. Instead, pour yourself a glass of wine and take a deep breath. Just kidding. If you do have small children, please comment below if you would like to see a separate video on how I structure my work from home day with my 5-year-old running around. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching.